Oh my God, you guys. This was epic, I think. No, I don't think they like me right now. Where's it at? I don't know if Catherine's going to jump on or not. What is this one? Change my little backdrop. Okay. Let's see. We're going to get into some information because dude, I have had so many problems today that it's just ridiculous. So I'm supposed to be doing, this is a Watchdog Chronicle. Let's see, right here. Maybe this is it. Oh, I'm going to get me a good backdrop. See, some of these, they look really cool. And I like these backdrops. I don't know if Catherine's going to be on. And I'm just stalling a little bit to see if anybody else is going to pop on here and listen to what happened there towards the end of that last stream. I swear somebody jumped in front of me and took my time when I was trying to ask questions. And then I thought I was on record, and come to find out that, I'm going to use this one. I didn't get the footage. I did not get the meltdown. I did not get Rick Gardner's meltdown at the end of that meeting. I got my points across, but I didn't get his... I didn't have papers on me because I'm not sitting in front of my main computer. I'm at my main computer now, okay? I'm here. Catherine's been held up all week. That just happens sometimes. But I'm still here. So hold on. I'm getting ready to show you something if it'll let me show you. But I don't know if it'll let me show you. Okay. That one's kind of cool too. Let's do this one. All right. So that was an epic showdown tonight. Actually, all day. Because I got to the library. I know I was running a little late. Okay. I know. I was running a little late. And something happened at the library. I mean, out of all the places that something could happen, like the weirdest stuff, like I can't even make my stories up. And there was 5 people in the room with me. I don't like that one. 4. Well, I'm counting. Can't I be 5? Okay. There's 5 people in the room with me, and I'm on a podcast. Huh?
4 plus you is 5. There can't be 5 with you.
Okay, whatever. Somebody trying to call me now? Was that my phone? Okay, back to. There was 5 people in the room. I had that room rented. I've had the Chief Anderson room rented, okay, for, I don't know, a while. So let's go here, look at my Facebook, because this is where all my documents are. But he just accused me of making my documents. Like, I must have, oh, that's right, what I wanted to show you. Okay, let's go here. And yes, I am live. I'm live. I got to get this out to the people. Let me see if I could share this while I'm doing it, so nobody thinks I'm making my documents. I mean, that was he didn't like me calling him out. But you know what? Good morning, Vietnam. As a matter of fact, before I get started, and I might get red card on this, and my other video got blocked for a little clip I did, but maybe I can get this one in. Because it's the best. It like, his greeting in this one is so like on point for what just happened to me. Okay, hold on.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test.
Dude, that is one of the
This
best
rock and
clips.
roll.
Does that
Time
not
to
wake you
rock it
up?
from the Delta to the
No, because it's
DMZ.
almost time for bed. I've had a lot of coffee. Okay. My point. Just got home from the tea party. And I had a couple good questions. I think I caught the property tax one on, and he started telling me I'm never going to get my property taxes back. What do you mean, you want your property taxes back? That's never going to happen. It pays for too much. So then I told him, to me, it sounds like this system that is created for these elected officials doesn't really help the people that you're trying to persuade to vote for you. And then I told him about his voting history, because I pulled everybody when I got when they filed that thing on me. Okay, let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, I might not put all of them on. So let's see. Okay. This is the court case I was talking about. So if anybody wants to go search me, the jury decided against ACS's Hodson in a private property dispute. See, I pay property taxes on this thing, and I can't even get people I have voted for. Well, after they got my vote, they did not listen to me. And it cost me $100,000 in damages during the pandemic to even be able to keep my home. And, it's crazy that veterans live paycheck to paycheck as it is. And we're on a fixed income, most of us. And I do pretty good. I don't know why I clicked that. That's not what I wanted. That has been a topic of conversation this week, which if Catherine gets on, like in the next hour, let's say, because I'm just doing this. People can watch this later if they want. Okay, let's go over here. But this was brought up. And if you look at the dates on that one, that's from 2021. Oh. Dang, dude. I have it in a file, but it don't let me share the file online. Let me see. Okay. So, all right. That's not. I got some good stories from Madison County. Okay. Here it is. So I guess it was before he got in office. That sucks. Oh, can you see it? You can't even see it. Come on. This is what I was talking about. So he voted Democrat, so he may not have voted while he was a sitting. Now I gotta go pull the rest of this because I thought he voted. But he's at least voted Democrat here, voted Republican here. All these unknowns. Those are general elections. So maybe I was wrong on that one. But he still voted as a Democrat in 2008. And he wasn't being honest because he knew it wasn't 2014. Or maybe, let me go see. I'm going to go pull the card I have. I might not have got the right stuff on here. Okay. I'm the first one. I got some videos to replay too. Okay, come on. My computer's acting funny. Let me close a bunch of these other windows. Okay, well, guys, for some reason that is not loading. See, this will be like the second or third. I keep having tech issues today, man. Okay, I want this one. Go down. I showed you those. Shut this down. Okay, I'm going to go here. The city council. Oh, yeah, I know where it's at. Sorry, but, I have a collection of documents. You put them in different places. Can you see that? No, you can't. It doesn't even show you that part. Okay, sorry. You can't even see what I'm doing here. Okay, got that. Is it? Nope. Dang it, dude. Okay, no, because I'm in the file. So 216 voters reg right there. Gardner. Okay. Okay. He got in at 2000. Why is there record of him being? That's so confusing. Okay, let's go see. Where's Catherine at when you need her? Man. Okay. Where's these comments? Well, it's crazy, Teresa. It's crazy. So I got into it with Rick, and he tried to say I was just argumentative because I argued with everybody that was there. Well, they're talking crap, and like the one lady wants to try to correct me all the time, and she doesn't even have her facts straight. So then she just gives me good record. So anyway, okay, let's see what the Herald Bulletin says. No, I want to look again. That was one of them. Okay, Teresa, do you know this question, because you're a political guru. What year did Rick Gardner get into politics? Let's see. Here, bulletin. This is not what I wanted to do. I had a different topic. I was going to show you the other stuff. Here, bulletin. Excuse me. Okay. Let's do a deep dive on him. Those are all him. Well, you can't even see that now. Okay. Sorry, guys. Here, I'm looking at this screen. So, based on available records regarding Madison County, Indiana politics, recent mentions of Gardner and candidate for county treasurer. Let's see. Rainy day fund. Okay, yeah, what controversies? Let's see this. Oh, looky there. It shows my group. You know, in this weird little way, there's a satisfaction. There's like this weird satisfaction to disappointment with Rick candidate. Okay, I see. Okay, Terry. Okay. Let's go back to this one. All right. So, there's a weird satisfaction when you see your group name pop up. No, that's not even mine. It calls it. That's corruption. Okay. Either way, it said it was mine. Anderson, Indiana Chatter. What is this one? Okay. See, I almost forget I'm on here trying to show you guys something. And you can't even, that makes no sense to me. Okay. I was on a different page. This is new programming. I'll catch on. Okay. So, I got blocked here. I'll fix that video. Dang it, dude. Okay, let's go back. I have him down as being in a city council position. Where did I get that from? Terry, do you know about Rick Gardner's history. If not, that's okay. He didn't have the 2 primary votes when he voted, when he got into politics. Nobody said anything about it. So it's just interesting that his stuff popped up Democrat back and forth. And it was like he didn't, well, he may not have been a sitting Republican, but that's kind of messed up. Okay, budgeting errors during his time as auditor, administrative conduct. There have been public allegations regarding his professional demeanor, including claims of verbal attacks on colleagues. Ooh. Oh, yeah. His tax records. You guys. That's probably why he got so mad when I asked him about taxes. I asked him if I could have my taxes back, if I can have my property taxes back, because nobody lets me talk. So if I can't talk to my elected representatives, because it's supposed to be representative government, then I don't want, I believe it's caucused in. Okay, I'm getting ready to move on because I can't find the point that I want to make, other than I know that he used to be a Democrat. He didn't hit the primaries, and he just said I couldn't get any of my money back. So if I want my money back, since they didn't protect me from my neighbor who tried to steal my property during the pandemic, then why do I want to pay property taxes to these people? I don't know why anybody would want to. I mean, and I don't even mind. I brought up in the meeting, if anybody was listening, I said, they asked what was some of our greatest assets, and farming is one of them. Farming's one of them. We need to be able to grow. We could grow cash crop of hemp or cannabis. We have a lot of people here in Madison County. No, you know what? And that's what somebody else was saying. He doesn't pay his taxes. He don't pay his actually took his off. Yeah, because if we go and look online, we can't find all his property anymore. And that's what this post was saying. Let me see. Okay. Okay. This was fun. Just so everybody knows, the Tea Party was fun. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so if you were watching the meeting, and I don't want to replay the meeting right now. We might come back and replay it later. And if you're just tuning in, I see I got some new people. I thought through my research that he had been elected somewhere in here, or caucused in, between 2004 and 2014. And he's got this Democrat right here. And this is the year that Michael Garinger is also having problems with. So my point, well, they publicly admonished me for because I shared my battle buddy, a veterans post happens to be a Democrat, and I said he was a nice guy, and I got in trouble for it. So really, I have morals and values, even if I talk about some of this stuff publicly. But no, and that might be I hit the nail on the head with all 3 of them. They got really nervous. Well, they shouldn't have spoke for 30 minutes for one. But yeah, Terry, I was publicly admonished. I'm not really sure why, because these guys, the people that are making all these false claims about me, started the fights. So it's that's why I told Michelle Daniels, if she doesn't like me, or she keeps trying to tell me that I didn't file a complaint until such and such time. And I'm like, lady, I filed a complaint all the way back into, okay, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to take you over here to one of my original channel. Okay, This is my original one. And Catherine got me to start the 2 chicks and all this other stuff. Okay. So let's look. So I thought that was a valid point, because if he didn't, if he wants to say that I manipulated his roster, no. I'll go to the oh, come on, not Rick. That's why I did. Okay. Russ Willis. I don't know how it comes up on your end of the okay. On your end, if you pull up any of my stuff. Okay. So right here let me see if they'll do it. On June, well, they said I didn't file something, okay, until later. Russ messed my stuff up, okay. This guy here in the middle worked in the voter registration. It doesn't even show you my arrow. Okay, let me see. No, show. The guy in the middle is Russ Willis. I think this is Ludi Watkins. I know this is Linda. And I'm not sure who this is over here. But Russ Willis openly, bold-faced lied to the public about my election complaints. Okay, so then I started filing complaints on him for ignoring valid election complaints. And I'm getting ready to show you the documents that prove that case that they are refusing to take a look at. Okay, so I am 47% of the Madison County voters and citizens that don't get justice. So election fraud claim was not settled in court 6/16/2022, June 29th, 2023. A year, like I filed a complaint in 2022. They supposedly did this. I have the document that shows he said the same story again. And you have to point you right back to what Catherine says about my case. You can pull my case up and look at the Hodson case. And I think a lot of the documents are still there. And not one time, even in the entry journals, does it mention the land dispute. Okay, period. Fact.
To the record. The complaint that we have is referenced, let me find the previous minute. This is a second complaint regarding a residency dispute with Kenneth Hodson, who was an Anderson School Board candidate. And we dealt with that at the July 8th, 2022 meeting.
No, they didn't.
And the complaint was determined that it is not an election board issue. That complaint was actually resolved in the court a couple of weeks before that July meeting.
No, it wasn't.
So this is a repeat complaint. We will not be acting on it. And we will notify her of that.
He never
A
notified.
copy of the July minutes.
Never. And then when I asked him about it,
Basically, to clarify, it's already been dealt with and what it amounts to.
Yeah, and it's not within our jurisdiction to deal with.
Yeah.
Mr. Hodson lied on his application and said that he lived at a property that he did not live at. He was totally busted. And he held that line until he lost in 2022 because he had no proof of claim. And the jury
This Russian guy.
me. So
To the record.
let me close that out. I think I was going to go over here to, let me see which screen. Let's go. Okay. Let's go over here. Go over here. Okay. I'm probably in trouble. They're probably going to try to kick me out of the party now. Oh, well. I don't play well with rhinos. Okay, here's something. Fact. I have filed complaints for 10 years. Or not 10 years, 6 years on these guys. Okay, I filed this one. I filed this one. I filed that one. and that one, and that one, and this one. They, let's see. Do I have it here? Sometimes I put the links there. Okay, this is the complaint I filed because they were donating to an organization that supported Democrat candidates. Now, mind you, I don't care who you vote for. I don't pick my friends depending on their politics, okay? And I'm going to keep repeating this. I have lost friends because I wanted to go with the Republican Party. Well, it's just, it's my last hurrah, guys. Okay, here's one. This document was used against me on my complaint. Now, who's cropping and making fake posts about stuff? Here's the post. Okay, March 28th, 2025. March 28th, 2025. Let me blow it up a little more. And this document was the Diego Morales document. So they cropped this photo and used it against me, Terry. This is one of the ones they used against me. And I called him corrupt. And that hurt his feelings. But they won't listen to me. And this right here, this document that I shared and whatever, it's from when Diego and Raju went to India, and he was selling some EB-5 visas. So to me, that's not part of his job description. Okay, he's not supposed to be going over there and calling it economic development trip of some sort. No. And then they go over there and they're selling EB-5 visas on our time. I even have one of those coins. Okay, I got more stuff. I'm gonna just keep showing documents because I've busted these guys. I can't get anybody. I cannot get Diego Morales. I got Diego Morales and them to tell me that nobody has jurisdiction over the election boards. And they supposedly have quasi-judiciary power. Okay, here's my other one I filed against Kyle Pierce. Okay, they've been fighting with me since 2020. When did it start? 2023. I made a comment that Landers didn't like on Facebook. She was telling people I don't have morals and values. I mean, these women are claiming they're Christians. If you watch that footage of Linda Smith tonight at that podium talking about, I'm such a woman of God and integrity. No, dude, when I call stuff to your attention and you ignore it, that is not integrity. When you're supposed to send me, I just showed you a video, they were supposed to send me information about that hearing. So not only did they violate my due process in front of everybody at that hearing, guess who else had a residency concern? Diego Morales and Kyle Pierce. Kyle Pierce and his wife, they weren't from here. They were moved in here, like transplanted. And she has been very mean. Okay, she is a mean girl. And they have allowed them to behave ways. So, it's kind of odd that when I get in trouble for stuff, when they're the ones that start it. So this is the little dream team for the Republican Party. And they are mean. I don't care how cute they are. Kyle Pierce is not Charlie Kirk. I hate to bust his bubble. He is not Charlie Kirk. He can't even debate like Charlie Kirk. In fact, I would love to debate somebody like Charlie Kirk. Okay, just telling you, I would love to, because his debates, some of them were mean, so I don't like his mean debates, but some of the other debates that he would have, he was a master debater. These guys are not master debaters. She's mean. They tag team on voters, and I voted for him. Didn't you? You thought you was in church too? Man, I'm telling you, I was getting so mad because she kept talking about integrity and she's such a woman of God and quoting those scriptures. And then I got up there and I said my piece. Well, women of God do not overlook election crimes. I'm sorry. They don't overlook them. She knew and she let it happen. It was called to her attention again in 2024. And then it was called to their attention again in 2025. They finally made Russ step down, which, okay, that's cool. But check this out. So now here, They have worked their way up the ladder through Madison County. You can't tell me any different. He comes in 2020 during the pandemic. Oh, I almost did. I almost said amen, but I didn't want, like, I was already walking on thin water. Woo. I did not want reprimanded. So, hold on. So, you were waiting on an amen. I was too. So let's look at this over here. This is the GOP platform rules. Indiana GOP platform committee. Like, integrity. I don't think they would know what integrity was if it fell out of a tree and hit him in the head at this point. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I did not go serve this nation to come home and be treated like shit by these people. So, Kyle Huffer was on the platform committee, but Kyle Pierce is helping write the same laws. So he knew that he was not, Russ and all them knew there was residency issues, and if they made a big stink about mine, that it was going to blow the cover off of everybody else's. Well, too late. We figured it out. And then look at this one. Chloe Pierce. On the actual Democrat. You can't really see this. That sucks. I'm going to have to go fix some of my footage. But then the bylaws do not supersede the U.S. Constitution. That's what I got put in semi-timeout for saying. I didn't curse at nobody. Hold on. I don't know why. Okay, there it is. What is this? You should not have two. I don't know what you're answering. What? I should not have two of what? Two primaries? I think there is a lag too. Okay, what's this one? This is hers too. So 2018, 2016, Republican. Democrat, primary election, Democrat. 2012, Republican. Oh, but the stuff I found in 2019, she claimed to be a libertarian. So I'm not going to jump off on that tangent. I'm going to go backwards because my whole point in coming over here. Oh, Russ was stalking me the other day. He got in one of my groups. Like, I'm not stalking them. I don't want nothing to do with them. If you're going to make false claims because you're mad that I complained on you, but I can't get a hearing, I can't get the police officers or justice to come and investigate anything, and you want to brag about all these new No, that sucks, because you know what happened to me during the pandemic? Nobody came to my aid, and I had to do it all on my own. And somehow I did it without any of them. So let's go look at some of this. Warming. And I know I keep picking through this because there's good information. I have good photos in here. Okay. I don't know what that one is. Okay. Let me scroll up. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, so they mentioned this. Okay. They said that they answered me. Okay, I started filing. Is that one in here? It's not in here. I need to put that in here. Okay, let me back up one. Because it's really... I filed something against Rachel. I have filed so many flipping complaints. It's not even funny. So maybe it's down here. Oh, this is the one that got me and Greg Winkler fussing. He got mad because I posted about his kid. Well, you know what? This is a horrible story about a kid that I don't want to go into too much, but I did investigate that one, and that was a sick story. Here's my ballot that I got. So I was deployed in Baghdad. Date received, walk in. There's no way I walked in. None. Now, do you think anybody's helped me clear this up? Kyle got me all the pieces and parts, but then he tried to tell me it was an accident. And I'm telling you, there is no accidents in Anderson. I don't know. I think people keep popping in and out, Terry. But it's okay. Okay, so there's that. I mentioned that. There's a whole bunch of, I got the documents. I don't know why. Why would I fake a document? It's the timeline. I got the timeline wrong, but he most definitely voted Democrat at some point. So how is he a sitting Republican in good standing and then talking crap about, I don't talk crap about it. Oh, he did say that. Hold on. Oh, buddy. I know. You know what? Sometimes I wish I had that button because I hear that in my head sometimes when I'm researching stuff. Go Gadget. And then the theme song. In fact, hold on. Let's see. This is still stuck on it. He's running for treasurer. Why? Why is he running for treasurer? We have decided he is running to get money. Something about the money. That's what we've decided. And I do know there was a newspaper article. Okay. Rick Gardner flyer. Let's see. He doesn't do. Oh, let's see. These people are so full of crap, man. Okay, nope. Nope. Let's see. I'm over here now. So I think it was 2019. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if they scrubbed the story because it was on the Herald Bulletin, and I think that I've been told. So more hearsay. I just hate that. So moving on. Let's see what this says. Oh, you guys. Oh, you gotta spell it right. What is it? I'm like, no flipping way. Okay, politics divides us, national level down. That's true. Okay, here we go. I remember reading this story. Editorial. Gardner campaign flyer. Clearly unethical. Political campaign managers with complicity from candidates have a bad habit of grabbing newspapers, excerpts, and using them out of context to attack opponents in TV commercials, print ads, and campaign literature. Anderson mayoral candidate Rick Gardner and his campaign committee have spun this dark art to new standard of distortion. Aaron, did you hear that? Come read this. All right, guys, hold on. Hold that thought. I gotta get my husband in here to read this one. He just watched this with me live. We just experienced the Rick Gardner. It was the slick Rick Gardner experience. Okay, check this out. Anderson mayoral. He runs for, dude, this dude is something else. Campaign committee has spun this dark art to a new standard of distortion. To twist headlines from the Herald Bulletin to Gardner's purposes, a campaign consultant simply rewrote them and then placed them on a flyer that was mailed and handed out in Anderson. The font style, type, size, arrangement of the headlines, bylines, and text excerpts mimic the Herald Bulletin's website. Slick Rick. Photos and graphics from websites were placed on flyers. You know what? I bet that's why he was calling me. He said that I must have tampered with his ballot or something for his thing. They can hear it. We're talking. We're having talk. It's a talk time. They're reading too. I hope. I think if you can, there's a couple people on here. And there'll probably be people that pop in and speed scroll through it here after a bit. But anyway, this is funny because he stood up there like holier than thou. So did, and we just said that a minute ago. Terry was talking about that. He rambled. They let him ramble for like 30 minutes a piece. Like I think I went to the bathroom 5 times. And then like my text started going, huh? 3, whatever. Photos. The intent obviously was to deceive Anderson voters to make them believe that the headlines they saw on the flyers were written by the Herald Bulletin. And he's trying to tell me that I'm tampering. Yeah, buddy. That's Slick Rick right there. Oh, my goodness. 2014 ad had short labels over the text excerpts while Gardner's written headline to name his opponent, Mayor Tom Broderick, and the accentuate content in the articles that cast shadows on Mayor's administration. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you what, I am so surprised that God didn't strike these people right there on the spot. Oh my goodness. No, because you know what? He rambles off them numbers, right? Like, and it's smooth. That's why I said when we were watching it was he could sell ice cream to an Eskimo. I mean, he was setting up there saying so much stuff. And I'm just like, bro, come on, let the people ask questions. He didn't want us to ask questions. That's why he said I was argumentative. And he got off since that didn't record. It did. Everybody in that room saw it. But he didn't come to my aid when we were going through the hots and stuff. No way. That dude's a turd. Okay, let's see what else I got here. Okay, that's this. That's my absentee ballot. I got so much stuff. No, I know, because like, how do you know? Like, if you've claimed bankruptcy, but you can spit out all these numbers. I think he memorizes it off the page. But even at that. And okay, I'm trying. There's one that has some really good information. Oh, here's what everybody tells you. Oh, yep, this is it. That's why I was looking for one of these. Take a gander at that. Let me see. This is Kenneth Hodson's. I doxed me too. I forgot it's up there, but he tried to steal my half acre. Nobody done anything to him. He cost me over $100,000. So, and he's an elected official, or he was. But look at that. 2014 to 2020. Used this property down here to run for office when it wasn't even his homestead. Okay. He didn't even file a homestead tax exemption until 2019. During No, it was 2020. He filed in September of 2020, just like Kyle and Chloe. They bought their house on 9/11. So yeah, I don't even know if those numbers were correct. And I know this, and this took me a long time. And why did I have to fight so hard to get this information? It should have been readily available. People should have been telling me how to do this from the get-go. If this was brought into the case back into 2022 or just 2020 to 2022, that's a solid deal. Okay? In the January 6th comment, it even said there's no proof that he even paid taxes on that half acre. Okay? I know people get tired of that, but that's what started it. And then this right here. Let me show you there. What does that say? And with that thought, I'm gonna pause, but you guys can read it. I'll be right back. It's okay. So here's this one. So these people are trying to say that they ruled my complaints moot. Well, how are you going to rule them moot? No, they told my statutes of limitations is what they did. And then in order for me to get any money back for all them ignoring me when I was having, like if I would have lost this property, they would have took this property and sold it at a tax sale. So the system is not set up for us to keep our properties. See what else I got. Oh, that was good. I filed complaints. This is what they say they do. But they tell me they had no jurisdiction over Hodson. Okay, let's see. What's that one? Oh, I filed. Nobody knows who's in charge. Technically, nobody. But if they don't like you, you will feel the wrath of law because they will come to your house. They will rip your life apart. And like what we talked about was it Sunday. And they went in there and they ripped up, Larry Savage, and people are still talking about it. And they don't want to give me a hearing on anything. Like, that's just bogus. I don't know. I think we should fire Linda. She's done nothing. The awards are in-house only. They want to keep her in there so they can keep us. I don't even know what. Because we watched them print those ballots off. And if they can print those ballots off, I mean, here's pictures of that. I know. This guy was standing, like, how do you know what's going on? Chain of custody of the ballots, and you're standing behind the podium. How do you know what's going on out there? She should have been out here. Good pics from that day. Okay, that's Larry getting arrested. They didn't even read him his rights. There he is. And there he is. That's the one they used in the newspaper. So we know she knows how to call the police when her feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt, And I've heard that Michelle Daniels keeps trying to say I didn't file something. I'm like, lady, I got emails galore because I was trying to figure out how to file. So I don't know what Michelle Daniels is talking about and why they don't want to tell the truth. But when they don't want to tell the truth, that's a giant red flag, you guys. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now, I will give them that. I didn't figure out how to technically. The first one I walked in, the other ones in 2020 went to the state. Okay. Nobody was answering me in 2020. If I wouldn't have figured out real estate law, I would not have my home right now. And so both Olivia Pratt and Linda Smith ignored me. And then this guy, this is 2022. I just showed you that video a few minutes ago of him saying that how do you not know? So you're that much of a meanie that you don't know people who file stuff, or he just purposely ignored it. Okay. So I'm glad he stepped down. Oh, here's just because we're here right now. Then I'm going to go to the election board because she kept trying to say something. I'm like, you weren't even there. So it's hearsay. It's just like your opinion, man. And if it's whatever, and they didn't go to law school, they're not even whatever. And they have more power than the sitting cops, because if they're not going to charge you, then you're in trouble. So here's the one where he says, demands me to vacate when the governor just said everybody gets put in lockdown. Campaign violations. I pointed it out. Eligibility requirements. Pointed it out. Now, the actual document says rental property. And it's a felony conviction. And they ignored me. So I literally have just me. Aaron. They don't like me, and it's okay. I don't really need them. I don't really feel like I'm running on their platform anyway. I have my own. Okay. So this is okay. I get complimented by, this is a crappy response, but 4 years later, it took them 4 years to label it moot. The Indiana code for responding is 90 days. So it's okay. Yeah, I know. At the end of the day, to me, it wasn't a waste of time. You know what I mean? Like, I literally had to learn how to be a barracks attorney in a civilian world, right? Because they cost me money. That's what they don't understand. Their bad decisions have cost me and my family money. We're the ones they're putting in jail, and I'm surprised nobody's brought that up about my sister, because she's in the jail right now. But anyway, let's go back here. So I have the documents. Look at the date. Where's the date at? 2025. Come on, man. Really? And you want to act like nothing happened? No. Linda Smith and Tim Lannon dropped the ball. He wants to go to those No King protests. He's a little tyrant himself. He's just in sheep's clothing. Hold on. I just choked myself. think I'm getting old. Oh my goodness. Okay, so election fraud or illegal acts. I just showed you. The election board of the state of Indiana said, if what I'm saying is true, election crimes were committed. So I have the evidence. I am not fixing that evidence. Anyone can go. I think a lot of it is public record. So I am not, I might be wrong on my dates sometimes, but I am not fixing these documents. These are real things they've sent to me. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. That's what I see. Oh, you guys, you want to see something funny? Okay. I don't know if you'll think it's funny. I think it's funny. So I file this document, right? I mean, I got complaints galore in here. What was this one? Oh, yeah, this is one of my funny ones. Let me see.
Heard my name, I've been lost and I've been found.
Torn
apart, but never down. Have my faith when times got tough. When the roads got cold and rough, don't need respect.
Here you go. They agree. I just showed you that document. I did not make this. They keep trying to say stuff. They're silly. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I filed election complaint. Madison County, January 6th. What day was that? That was 2026. Oh, yeah, I did file another one. I did file more at the beginning. Their website keeps breaking. They want you to believe they don't have a functioning complaint process in Madison County. We don't. I don't know what to tell everybody. This right here even shows open door law. They are supposed to follow procedures must be a CEB follow. Those spelled out in state law. Election laws, open door laws, issues before the board can generally be resolved on motion and vote. Russ Willis did not allow a vote twice. He did not allow the other members to vote what to do with my stuff, and then he just told them a story and they bought it. People like that don't need to be sitting in those seats, folks. I'm telling you. This lady, there's something wrong with her, man. They eat it up. Here's another one. Please complete this form below. After the form has been notarized, please submit to HAVA. I've submitted it 6/10/2022, and they agreed with me. Election fraud. This isn't what I want. I actually have a really funny reel because she called the wrong person. She meant to call her attorney and see how to proceed. Okay. And that was it. So I was so pissed. Kind of like what happened tonight when they tried to take over my room. I had it saved. I'm going to clip those. I caught it on my podcast. Flipping idiot. Okay, let's see. I have some good ones. Okay, where's that? Okay, these are all good ones if you want to pick through here. It's like 30 seconds in my day. That was Lance. We keep getting people to step down. I mean, that should tell people something. Huh. Okay, thank you. Oh, dude, here, let me show you this. This is one of the algae blooms. I'm gonna pause it, or I'm not gonna do the music because I don't want it to kick my video. But these clips, let me see if it. Okay, that was the super fun site. That's how green it is down there. I mean, it's nasty. I wouldn't want to walk through that. I don't know what that's coming from. That's why you don't touch it. When it looks like that, I would not be letting your kids swim in that, right? And I can't believe that I put myself in there and went, oh, okay, here's a good one. You know, so much. This is like I'm doing nostalgia. Let's see. That was on the river. More algae. See, I'm squirreling, you guys. I want to show you the one about Michelle. Oh, here's the one of Chloe. I don't want to go back to her. My sewage videos, which I'll have some more coming out soon. Tomorrow I'm going to work on some clips because this has been fun. Steve Sumner, I didn't even get to say those things. Let's see. That sounded like my dog's about broke my porch. I'm telling you. Big dogs are cute when they're little, but they will knock you over. Yes, it does look bad. Man, I can't believe it's been that long, or I just make so many videos. Okay, here's the one where they... Okay, we're getting close. Okay, we're here. So, let's see. I might have to cut this out, so you're lucky if you're watching.
John, hi, it's Michelle Daniels with the election board. I started to text you a bunch of stuff, but it got to be so long. I thought, this is ridiculous. I need about only 5 minutes of your time, but it would have been the email and text, it was just too much. Because I want to tell you how I think that what the best way to approach this. I want to see what you think. So I'll be here all night, and if you want to call me tomorrow, it's fine.
Well, consider my best.
My number is 765-425-3406. Thank you.
They put people like this in charge.
John, hi, it's Michelle Daniels with the election board.
That was not supposed to be... She wasn't supposed to call me. It was a miscall.
She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam.
You read that?
She waved from our ships upon the briny foam.
That's a really good one. And so I texted her back, and she... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, okay. That's it. All right, guys. I'm going to clip some of the stuff that I have because it's like a 2-hour video. I have 4 or 5 really good things that happened today. The DAV came in and tried to take over my room at the library. I caught half that on live, even if it's just audio. I was just the audacity of some people. And it is what it is. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here. I was really, really hoping that Catherine was going to be able to make it on tonight, but stuff happens. I think she should be able to be on this weekend. Thursdays are going to be hit and miss. It just is what it is. So, all right. With that, I bid you guys good night. Shalom.